Hey guys, this is Jeff here again. I was just wanting to give you another quick update on the kit bash model kit that I was building. And as you can see here, it is really starting to look like a model kit actually. There's not going to be any flashes on here. I haven't gone through and got anything to build circuits to make flashes with. Something I'm still actually learning about, but rest assured on future model kits they will be blinking, especially the 1/350th ships that I have, the Enterprise A and the NX-01, and then hopefully in the future sometimes whenever it comes out, the 1701 original Constitution class starship from Star Trek TOS, man. That is looking freaking awesome. If you want some images of it, I want to say they're on modelermagic.com. And it's also placed it sometime in the future. You'll be able to see my Enterprise E in nice, good, clear pictures. So thank you, Kurt Kuhn, for allowing me to get on that site, and hopefully this kit right here, whenever I get finished with it in the next couple of months, probably, will be included on there as well. Now, taking a look here at this kit bash, I have decided to follow up behind Star Trek Online is where I'm getting some ideas from, and that's where these big holes are coming in the saucer, and up here on the front. Amazingly enough, the Miranda class does have, you know, it doesn't have like a big blue or whatever colored forward-facing deflector. I'm giving it one right here. I've got the parts taken off on the top. I haven't done it on the bottom yet. It's time to go to work tomorrow, so it's time to clean up. We got to, you know, it's getting messes going on here, but man, let me tell you, this ship is really, really fun. I went around here and added many additional windows right there. So those, in addition to all the rest of them that are going to be on the ship, is just going to be spectacular. Know I'm going to be going to adding some on the bottom as well. And of course the spotlights, the almighty spotlights. Any ship based off of TMP has spotlights illuminating the hull. And since I was doing most of it, everything in blue, it's like, well, hey, let me do those spotlights in blue. So I want to do a real quick update real quick to show just where I was at on it. Finna go through and get a couple of additional lights put on here real quick before I have to call it a night and get ready to start the work week. But another thing I was just wanting to catch up on, because I know some people, I know at least one person in particular was asking, as far as like me, my lighting, what do I do for lighting? I mean, all of mine is self-done. Of course, nothing is bought up. It's like, just get it in there how you can, and when you close it up, no one's going to see the wires anyway. Here's an idea, and actually let me get the main lights here so we can see what we're doing. And well, even in the, you know, with the main light on in this room, you can still see that. That's cool. And with my lights, I get them online, and matter of fact, I get them from eBay, because you can get bunches of them. Now, yeah, they're coming from China, so it takes a long time to get here. It's a bag of 10 millimeter blues. 100 of them. That's a lot. How much did I pay for that? A couple of bucks, maybe $3-4. What was the shipping? Free. 100%. There's one right there lit up and on. One of those big blue, 10 millimeter blue LEDs that I have on the inside of the ship. It will be one of many that will be on the inside. These 3 millimeter blues, they're lighting, casting these spots right here, also from China. That's pretty much where I get all my lights from. Unless it's something that I need to go get in a hurry, I get it from China now. And they last. I mean, they really do last. The Enterprise E that I built, and I've left that ship running straight for over 24 hours. And everything's, works, lights up just as much as if you just turned it on. So needless to say, it's not, they're not quick to run out. So, just kind of putting it on, displaying it for a couple minutes, then turn it back off. I should have nothing to worry about. Same with this model kit. That's one of the things I always do when I'm building a kit. I leave it running for a while, for a long while. Especially once I get it to where it's going to be, where it's together and I'm done with it. Yeah, I'll leave it running. So, but how I'm doing everything, this is the wire that I use. I get it out of Radio Shack. You get 3 spools of the stuff. You get red, you get black, and you also get a green spool of wire. Awesomeness. It costs maybe, $6-7, I think, for the thing. Maybe $8, I'm not sure. And it's a lot on here, I'm not exactly sure of the length, but it's a lot. And the thing that I like about it most is that it's actually rigid. So, I take it and I bend it to where I want it to go, and it stays there. That's very good for whenever I'm trying to get a light in a particular area. I don't have to sit up here and try to say, okay, I got to hot glue it, then lift this up, maybe lay something underneath it, and then get it where I want it to go. Nope. Nope. We just bend the wire, and it stops, and you get it to where you want it to be at. And then, and then couple that with hot glue, and that really helps to maintain, to get those wiring where you want to go. So if you're looking for it, like I said, it's the smallest gauge also that they have. You just have to ask the person at your local Radio Shack, hey, smallest gauge of this stuff right here. What is it? What do you have? I can't really remember it. And of course, I threw the package away. I'm trying to go in here right now and look, but I can't see it. But it's just, for me, it's just a thing to do. It's just a thing to do. It helps. And actually with that as well, I really literally I twist that wire together on a light. And that's all I do. It's rare that I'm actually soldering anything. Extremely rare that I'm soldering anything together to keep it going, and it still goes. My Enterprise C kit that I've done, which still lights like the day I lit it up the first time, I soldered maybe a couple of wires in there. Enterprise E, the only reason it has enough solder in it, it was because cutting out one bit, I actually cut through the wire and I needed to get it back together, and it was in a place where I couldn't take the ship apart. So on here I haven't soldered anything yet. That's mainly because I don't have any right now. But yeah, as you can see here with the wiring going on the inside of it, I twist it around, get it there. So long as red is not touching black, we're good to go. Oh, and another thing about the lights, whenever I get them, a lot of the times they come already with resistors. They will come with resistors. And let me see, here's a package right here. This came with either my 23mm blues or something, but they also sent 20 510 ohm quarter-watt resistors. That's very, very helpful, because it takes out all the guesswork in trying to see, well, gee, what size resistor do I need for 9 volts? It's like, they take care of it right there. 510. I've got 9 volts running to this thingy right here. And needless to say, nothing is burnt out. So apparently it's resisting just enough. On the resistors, I just put it on the red. I can't exactly remember what it is, size you call it, anode or diode. I believe it's the anode side that I'm putting it on, and go from there. Just easy. On each of my LEDs, yeah, I do go through and just put a resistor on it. Helps me out of making sure that I don't burn anything up that way, and that no light is going to be dimmer than another anywhere. All going to receive the same power. So everything will be equal. Like it that way. And other than that, like I said, just keep going, wiring them up. Get it on the ship. This one in particular, we'll have quite a few of those big blues on the inside. I showed you the one which is pretty much aiming right here to catch lighting going into these windows, which are additional windows, by the way. Actually, with this being a kit bash, I thought about it, and it's like, huh, what can I really design this off of? And then I thought Star Trek Online does a lot of interesting stuff with the movie era ships. So it's like, well, let me add those additional rows that actually line up with these two rows right there. Oh, here we go. Something to point with. Actually line up with these two rows right here. So that row right there goes right on over. You know, there's your deck 3, and your deck 4 going right there, and it just lines up. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to add anything additional out here because I still got to have room for the registry. Got to get me some styrene. That's also going to be a first for me, is actually purchasing styrene and, you know, getting those additionals for the kit bash. Because, you know, on Star Trek Online, those ships, they have some interesting shapes to them, but they're still real cool. Still really cool, and I absolutely love it. So gotta get the styrene after I mark out and cut out this bottom piece down here. You gotta have that to run and make that flush, and I'm not sure yet. You know, I have the marker lighting in the back. I know, you know, you're gonna have your green right here, your red over here, and since it's gonna have this area for a navigational deflector, I'm gonna do 2 3mm whites to either side. I'm gonna try to go through and have all that hooked up. Not long from now, do another update on there pretty, you know, very shortly on it. But I'm not exactly sure as if in these holes. I'm thinking I may do that if I could find some clear sheet to put on the inside of that and find some way to, you know, and have a green and then a red AD on each side and kind of have it kind of like this luminous glow going through it. That would look so cool. I'm gonna see if I can get that done. If not, I won't be too disappointed. I'll just learn to put it on another model sometime in the future. Of course, the impulse crystals, both on the top and the bottom, since this is, you know, from a Miranda class model kit from the Reliant, way back from the mid 1990s when it first came out. You know, it'll be lit up and they'll be done in blue, I think. Maybe. I'm not quite sure yet. If not, they will either be, I don't know, but I'm starting to have fun with exterior colors, especially with this being based on the motion picture. Of course, every ship then the spotlights are adding on to the overall effect, and I just really want to capture that. These then just line up perfectly well. As you can see, do I care? Not really. Not really. So, but with that in mind, guys, I'm gonna go on and get a little bit more done here before this night totally gets away from me. Those of you building, hey, hopefully this gives you some inspiration to kind of follow in and do some. I haven't really seen very many kit bash kits out there being built. You know, just throwing something together, and hey, they take a lot of putty when you're doing them. I'm not gonna lie. This nacelle has been to hell and back. This pylon down here, as far as me getting it on, and since I've learned some stuff and know now the value of thick coat hangers being used for interior strengthening and giving you some framework, hey, these puppies aren't going anywhere now. So, but yeah, I get putty and get all that back even on there and stuff, and make it look as best as I possibly can for what it is. I remember when I first started, everything was always modeling on the budget, modeling on the budget. My budget has increased some, and I'm trying to make it look the part. Actually, this week I'm actually planning on picking up a airbrush kit, so I can stop spraying from a Krylon can and mix my own colors and start doing airbrushing. Because this right here, by the time I get done, I don't know, I may still leave it. I'm liking the way it's looking. A little bit of battle scarring, of course, that's not going to be there after I prime this whole thing once it's built. But I don't know. we've got plans, and I'm in a position where I can follow them now. So that being said, again, you know, happy modeling, everybody. Just get them done. This stuff right here is fun. If there's something that you can do that you like and you really like it, do it. Don't waste time actually beating around the bush saying you'll get to it tomorrow. Start doing it. Tomorrow may be different. May not be able to. So, have fun, you guys. This is Jeff again, signing off. And I'm going to say it one more time. This ship looks badass. Especially in person. That blue is cobalt. Sweet. Later, guys.